Roller Skate, Your House, Bodyguard. Can't Stand It for Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. A Grammy Award for their Babylon the Bandit album. Since 1975, roots reggae artists, Steel Pulse, have had hit after hit after hit. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with one of the founders of Steel Pulse and a world-renowned reggae artist, David Hinds. We'll be discussing Marcus Garvey and the film by Roy T. Anderson called African Redemption, The Life and Legacy of Marcus Garvey. It will have its world premiere at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, and it'll be streaming all day on September 23rd. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Anne.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, David. Of course, I'm familiar with your music. Everybody is. And I'm really looking forward to this conversation. In today's political and social climate, how important is Garvey and how important is a film like African Redemption?
We've been seeing what's been going on over the past 4 years, well, 12 years. And I'm saying that because things became evident. Story comes to bump is a term we use in Jamaica as well, where ever since Barack Obama got elected, we started to see the world through the eyes of racism.
Yes.
You know, for once, you know, racism became what it really is. We witnessed the killing of Trayvon Martin. We've seen most recently, you know, the strangulation, the chokehold of George Floyd. And if you realize or recognize Garvey's philosophy, it was all about returning back to Africa, repatriation, and that we'll never get justice, liberty, and equality living in the West. There's been more of an eye-opening experience happening within, you know, the diaspora, where the diaspora has been interconnecting with each other across the planet, if you see what I'm saying. There's been more of an influx of people traveling to Africa, especially in America, from America, going to Africa and realizing, I think I can stay here. You know, my last visit to Africa was in Ghana about 15, 16 months ago. And I was surprised to see the amount of, you know, African Americans, and not only that, young African Americans, you know, they weren't even 40 years of age as yet, in their early 30s as such, paying a visit and saying, we're setting up here, or I've been living here for 2 or 3 years. I came here and stayed, or I came here, took my belongings and came back, and now I'm staying. So I met a lot of those. So Marcus Garvey's words are coming to pass right now, where we are recognizing ourselves and associating ourselves with the mainland, which is something that we should have been doing all along. We spent a lot of time battering down in the West, trying to make ends meet, and it wasn't quite there. As the years rolled by, and especially looking and seeing how beneficial Africa has become, where they've created their own music, their own, it has its own music industry, and it has a very strong entertainment industry in regards to film. You know, there's a lot of videos, just like Bollywood, what they would call in India, that I realized Africa is recognized as such. And also the leaders, although there still needs to be a drastic change with how the leaders are operating, you know, the people are thinking on a level now where they're sort of recognizing and be more competitive. So we're realizing that the words of Marcus Garvey needs to be fulfilled.
I want to just personally thank David for just throwing his support behind this film 110%, where others chose not to go, and those will remain nameless right now. The only important person right now is you, David. And I want to, you know, just publicly thank you from the bottom of my heart for just, I'm not going to cry, but, you know, for just believing in us.
It's okay, I got some tissue.
All the support. Thank you, David.
Roy, one more point there, and I've never told you this, Roy, but you are in my phone book, my iPad page, when it comes to you as a contact, I don't have you down as Roy Anderson. I've written your name, Marcus Garvey. So every time the phone rings
Wow.
or an email,
That is quite
Marcus
the
Garvey pops up.
compliment.
Wow. Wow. That's an honor, my brother. That's an
Yes,
honor.
man,
Thank you.
respect.
Thank you.
Real honor.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both very much for this insightful conversation.
All right, respect.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
All right,
Thank you again, David.
And thank you.
We've been speaking with David Hinds, one of the founders of Steel Pulse, and Roy T. Anderson. His film, African Redemption, The Life and Legacy of Marcus Garvey, will be streaming all day on September 23rd at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. You can access it through the link in the comments.